Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. Spontaneous stream time now because we just noticed that the PlayStation Showcase has come and gone. Didn't watch it, but there are some trailers that came out during the showcase and they're now being shown on YouTube for the trailers that what they are individually without the showcase running alongside it. So there was two trailers that stood out for us. Assassin's Creed Mirage and Spider-Man 2. I've seen them, but my namesake, who's also calling himself Zam for some reason, cousin Cheeto, has not seen them yet. So we're gonna watch these trailers, discuss them, hype ourselves to bits and pieces, you name it. We're gonna explain it and talk about it. So let's go first of all with the appetizer that is Assassin's Creed Mirage. And by the way, how you doing, Cheeto? You looking forward to this?
I mean, sure, I like Assassin's Creed. I'm not as critical about it as a lot of other people are, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. We'll see where this one goes. I was very happy when Valhalla went to a totally different area other than, um, like I don't know, like Egypt and ancient Greece and everything. Like I was kind of happy they kind of went to a different place. Like
They went to England again, by the way, just so you know.
Well, yeah, but it was a totally
It was
different
England, it
time
was
frame.
England.
Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
like it was
yeah,
there were it was during the not steampunk, but like the industrial
yeah,
like
yeah,
revolution
yeah,
era in
yeah.
one, and then it was like in the Viking era in the second. So it was so starkly different that it felt like two different places. It's not like they went like, yeah. Honestly,
Anyway,
it felt more similar between the French Revolution of Unity and then the streets of England in London for what's it called for Syndicate. So that
well,
felt more similar.
let's check out this trailer. We're playing as Basim, who was in Valhalla. This is his prequel story. Let's check it out.
Oh,
Welcome,
back to
hidden
losing the
one.
finger.
Oh yeah, I was like that in Origins, dude.
I didn't
You
finish
have
Origins.
died and been reborn.
I didn't like
Must have
Origins.
hardly played it then because he fucking early on in the story he loses his finger.
Maybe.
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find a stillness. And let's go. The stage is yours, Basim. We will be watching.
It almost looks like a callback to Assassin's Creed One, honest and truly.
Yeah. It really does.
Yeah,
It really
I get
does
that.
feel like the first one.
Yeah, I get that vibe a lot. Where is this one taking place at? Is it
Baghdad.
Baghdad? Okay, that's what I was kind of feeling like it was like somewhere in the Middle East. But I mean,
Oh yeah, Middle East for sure. It's definitely going back to a root. Look, there's a silhouette here. By the way, can you see that? That is a silhouette?
I think it's probably like a way that you can, I don't know, maybe like kill the person, like you jump down and you kill them that way. Like it's probably some kind of like projected outcome or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is actually this Assassin's Creed actually does not look as good to me as ones in the past. It actually looks like it's harkening back to like Origins and Odyssey, which I was not a big fan of.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You think this looks like those? This, if anything, this looks like the original first Assassin's Creed game. Some
Oh,
of the movement, the aesthetics of it reminds me of
well,
the early Assassin's Creed games, which were
let
very popular.
let
You
me
know,
be let me be clear. I respect the original Assassin's Creed, but the harkening back to those games is not exactly where I want them to go. So I'm sorry. I know you didn't like Valhalla. I liked Valhalla, and I liked Assassin's Creed
well,
Rogue and Assassin's Creed 3. Those are like my three favorites.
Assassin's Creed Rogue and Assassin's Creed Creed are decent games, and if this is anything like those, I'd be happy with that. It has elements of some of the previous Assassin's Creed games to it, for sure, and it might remind people of Origins or Odyssey to a degree, in some aspects of it. But looking at this game, seeing him run around, I mean, where's that scene? I mean, look, just running on like this scene here, look, this looks fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Looks all
Using a
right.
pole for traversal and stuff like that.
It's not blowing
And
me
just
away. No.
where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I just like taking down this dude here.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's so Assassin's Creed generic. It's not even funny. Now I'm starting to sound like
I
Ginger.
this is what I like though. This is what I want from the game. You know,
Well, but that's fine. But like you want it in the game, but like don't like we've seen that a million times. Why show that in the trailer? Show me something new. Like like the pole thing. At least that's new. That's not blowing me away, but at least it's new. This
I
is
just
like,
feel, yeah,
oh no, you're hanging from an edge and you're assassinating somebody from the edge. Okay.
I did feel that like sometimes what what people are getting from this trailer is what Assassin's Creed used to be, and instead of what it's evolved to now. Yes, I know you're a fan of Valhalla, but if you check out the general consensus of Valhalla, it's not that popular of a game.
Well, and that's
Um,
fine then. I guess I'll just sit here in my own fecal matter and you know whatever.
nevertheless, nevertheless, I have to admit, I was wondering how I'd feel about this game after watching the cinematic trailer, because that doesn't ever show you any gameplay. So I don't know where we were going to be going with this game. But now seeing the gameplay, I'm very excited for this, because this is the sort of Assassin's Creed I like. I like this style of Assassin's Creed very much. I'm happy we're going back to an era which really feels like Assassin's Creed light, like, and all of that.
Assassin's Creed Light is exactly, you said it right the first time.
No, I would thought Valhalla was Assassin's Creed light because it's more
Oh
a
no.
Viking game. No,
Yeah,
it's a
it was.
Viking game with Assassin's Creed elements to
See,
it.
but that's what I
This
like. I like
feels
I
like
like the
Assassin.
diff. No, I like the different flavors. I like the fact that Assassin's Creed can do different things. Like through do different things. That's
Oh,
why I liked Rogue. That's why I liked 3. I mean, you love Pirates of the Caribbean Assassin's Creed, and that's
I do
completely
like
different.
that. I do like that very much, and at the same time, it
But it's
still
a
has lots. It's a pirate
it's
game.
it's a
It's
pirate
a
game. That's
pirate
all it
game.
is.
It's a pirate game regarding the sailing aspects of it. At the same time, I mean, so is Assassin's Creed 3, by the way. But at the same time, it's still, when you're on land, you still play like an assassin. You know, you can still
In
hide. You
Assassin's
can
Creed
still.
3, you embraced a lot more of the hunting aspects and the Native American and the transversal. In Assassin's Creed, the Ezio trilogy, and in the first one, it was more sneaking around and everything like that. I like the more massive, broad, like landscape of it all. And no, you're right. I mean, like, look, I never said that Assassin's Creed Black Flag was a bad game. It is a great pirate game, but as an Assassin's Creed game, nah, it's all right. And when you're playing on that, like that's what I'm saying. Is like it's three is more of a lot more fun than, because you're playing a well, okay, so let me refer back to your statement about, oh yeah, it's a pirate game but it's Assassin's Creed. Yeah, well, so is Valhalla. It's an Assassin's game, but it's Viking.
I was only just basically using what you were saying initially regarding how like these games are supposed to be Assassin's Creed games, but they have other elements too. What I liked about Black Flag compared to Assassin's Creed 3 is that I thought both games were very similar, but when Black Flag came out, it was the first Assassin's Creed game to be made for the PlayStation 4 console and the next generation console. And so I really felt that that game ended up being a lot more fluid because there was less loading screens and shit like that between different traversal areas. And I really wish that they could have remade Assassin's Creed 3 to be like Assassin's Creed 4 without all the fucking loading screens. And then I would have probably appreciated it a lot more, because when I played Assassin's Creed 4, I thought, wow, this game feels like Assassin's Creed 3, but better. With both Connor and Edward, they were very similar characters. They could do pretty much. They were regarding personas, but in what they could do. Like they both had the counter attacking styles. They were both being able to run into trees and stuff like that. They could hunt. They had rope darts. They had all these similar things. So
yeah, I mean, because they did it in trilogies, and every trilogy they kind of shook it up. So it was that was the problem with Assassin's Creed for a long time, is that they took, and honestly, I didn't have a problem with this, but a lot of people did, is the fact that they would take a certain format. So like an Assassin's Creed, so Ezio trilogy, you basically had almost the same game, like gameplay for those three games. For the Kenway trilogy, 3, 4, or Black Flag and Rogue, you have those three games, and they had very similar gameplay. And then they moved on then to PS4, and they moved on to Unity, Syndicate, and then those two games had very similar gameplay.
Unity theoretically is part of that Kenway trilogy, by the way.
Because of a small crossover end tag, yeah.
Yeah, I did show you that fan film, didn't I, regarding Connor and Arno getting together to fight Shay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
yeah, it was really good actually. It was a really good fan made video. Anyway, this is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Looks really good. Look at that. Okay, man, what a boss! What a boss!
Looks
like bad guys. Bad guys everywhere.
You don't know about you didn't finish Valhalla, so you don't know about him. Like that's the thing, is like,
yeah, I don't know. I decided to finish Valhalla off by not playing the game. I decided to watch the cutscenes. I know who he is, and spoilers ahead. He's Loki. Loki embodies him, and Basim, who was the person who brought what was his name again? Eivor. Like he basically taught him the ways of the assassin.
By the way, in my case, it is her, because I played as female Eivor, because I did not want to play as the basic B dude again with the beard. Like I was like, I'm good. There's not enough female assassins. That's another thing. Like, can we please get? I mean, I know that we have Eivor, but it's like, I almost said Aloy. Eivor, but it's like we have Aveline, who is from Liberation, and then you have Evie, which is from Syndicate. But all of them except for
and yeah, what's her face?
Liberation. Which,
Catherine or Kathleen or whatever.
Yeah, but they all share screens with the dude. Like,
yeah. I agree. They need to have one female protagonist.
One that is female based too. Like it is based around a female.
And I think also in Syndicate you play as
Evie Fry.
You played Evie's granddaughter as well in the First World War.
DLC or something like that.
Yeah, no, in a cutscene, something like that. Yeah. By Tower Bridge.
That's one of my frustrations with Assassin's Creed. It's just like, I'm like, they need some different characters, like some different styles of characters. That's another reason why I thought Eivor, from being a female in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, was great. It put a whole different flavor to the game, in my opinion. I watched some of your gameplay because I think weren't you streaming it, and like I think I watched some of your gameplay. Yeah, and it's like watching male Eivor. I'm like, God, he's so boring and just.
You mean Valhalla? Yeah.
Or Valhalla, yeah. I'm like, God, he's so boring and just basic, and just, it's a typical bearded bro assassin, I mean, I'm like, it's what I love about Horizon. It's centered around a female protagonist that is that you can't change her gender or anything like that. Aloy is Aloy, and Aloy is the bomb. I'm sorry, it is.
Look, there was one thing that really pissed me off about Black Flag that didn't come to fruition. That I'm hoping by watching these cutscenes and some of these quick time events that what we're seeing now is actually part of the gameplay. Because do you remember in the trailer for Black Flag, one of the things you could do was just grab one of the working girls and just pretend that she's with you, and that was part of the trailer for Black Flag, you know. And you could never do that in the actual game. I mean, yes, you can call for one, you can pay for 4 of them actually, but you couldn't just like grab one and just walk along with her like you're a partner, you know. And what we're seeing here with this particular moment here. Let's just play it. Oh.
I mean, that's a cinematic. I don't think that's a part of the gameplay.
Yeah, it's a shame. But that would be really cool if that was part of the gameplay. And by the way, look at the size of this fucking map, man. Like, I feel that everything you can see here from this viewpoint can be you can get to.
I'm now for me that looks like Assassin's Creed 2. Or no, 3, I'm sorry. Or Brotherhood.
3.
When you're in Rome. Yeah, when you're in Rome. Like
no, I think more like Revelations, dude, when you're in Constantinople.
Well, no. I'm not talking I'm talking about scale. I'm not talking about like aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
Like now I'm sure you can go other places. I'm sure there's plenty of other places around that city, like outside of the city and stuff you can go to. It's a PS5. They're obviously going to load it up with all sorts of shit all over the place. But I mean, this doesn't feel very scaled to me. Like this feels like it's like, yeah, it's pretty, you know, but it's just kind of like, this doesn't show me scale. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just switching off my alarm here. Yeah, I totally know what you mean. Like regarding Rome, Rome was just one city that you could get to, but it's still for what it is.
It was still good. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
It still looks pretty good. I think anywhere which is blue, like all these blue domes, I feel they could account for something.
Probably vantage points, maybe. I mean, were there a lot of blue domes in Baghdad? I don't know a lot about Baghdad. I'm your typical American.
Well, you have to understand that like this is like a pit. This is a whole different era. I mean, whatever's left of Baghdad now, none of it really looks like this.
Yeah.
You know? But maybe this building here, who knows? But nevertheless, I can see like a little vantage point there for you, maybe to do some synchronization. But the building like this is definitely a synchronization viewpoint type of bollocks going on here. But nevertheless, this looks great. Got my juices flowing. Coming out near the end of the year, so definitely one of those games that Ubisoft will want to be selling for Christmas. But Ubisoft has some competition, my friend, because there is another game, and I have to say that this game, in my opinion, has really stuck out. You ready for it?
Yep. This one I'm more excited for.
This is Spider-Man 2. This is an extended gameplay trailer, and I think you'd be very pleased. Let's check it out.
Who am I? Do you really want to know? If somebody told you I was Spider-Man and entertaining, somebody lied.
Who do you think that is?
Maybe Kraven? I'm assuming Kraven.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergey.
Sergey, so it's Kraven the Hunter.
That's not said you will not share.
That is Sergey.
I've been in your shadow for hours, but you sense nothing. Pathetic.
killed him.
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
Like New York City. God, this is the exact,
Black Cat, Prowler, Spider-Man again. Is that Taskmaster there as well?
maybe.
Light the fires.
So they're going the
Great
animated
time to
series
begin.
route. Okay. You know what? I give him massive props if he would play as Kraven throughout this game. I doubt it. Like instead of
The traversal is a big part of Spider-Man. Like you have to play the character with like tremendous traversal, and I'm not really sure he can do that.
Lizard sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Queens.
Cover the door. The beast could be anywhere. You have no idea. Spider-Man! This whole lizard hunt ends now! Leave Connors alone!
robot.
Craven wants a hunt? I'll give him one he'll never forget!
Hurt the leg of that spider!
He's gonna wish he never came to New York!
Stand by and wait orders.
So the symbiote does end up on Peter,
Yeah.
Triangulating position.
which is how it should be,
Located
in
at
my
Harlem
opinion.
Fish Market. All teams converge.
Lizards across the river. I'm not gonna make it in time.
Switch to
Miles, the hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem Fish
What
Market.
concerned me already was the fact
Lizard.
that he switched to Miles.
I'm on it.
So I'm not
Sounds
sure
like
if
Craven's
it's
checking off his.
co-op
You don't have
or
much time. Move. Guess we'll chat later.
not. Miles can glide
Yankee,
now.
the lizard's loose at the fish market.
Must be sushi night.
You still got the hunter drone you hijacked?
Been really tough hiding it from my mom, but yeah, I'll boot up and see you there.
They got here fast. Can't let him find Connors, or he's done for.
Yeah, I'm liking this
Spread
already.
out. If you find the lizard, don't engage alone.
And that too.
Look at those fish. It's been feeding.
Never saw it coming.
Nice bit of double takedown. Liking that, Cheeto?
So, how's the hunt going?
Watch out for his new powers!
Judging by the 3 tons of dead fish, not well. Right. Where are you, Connors?
So what?
Garage might
Miles,
lead to him.
they're supercharging Miles now that he can shoot electric.
Well, I've always had just to make him a bit different to Peter.
No, I know about his bionic
Connors
charges,
tore through this place.
but like it's normally has to make
He's out of
contact. He should
control.
shoot electric out of his hands.
It could be some tech.
Maybe, but still. place you were a minute ago, just not.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard. Genki, get behind me. It's just his skin.
Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger?
Hungrier too. Whoa. Hey, man. New threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the data's incomplete.
Okay, I think I got a lock.
Genki, wait! Be chill! That wasn't me.
Me neither.
I don't even have a stomach, so...
Let's go!
Go, go, go! Take him alive!
Who the hell's the guy with the bow and arrow?
Can't lose
Oliver
Connors.
Queen.
Harry's
No,
dying,
can't be Oliver
and he's
Queen,
the only
can
one who can help.
We won't! You take the drones, I got the jet skis!
Either.
Discount
If I borrow this?
This is really, really exciting.
Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones.
Don't worry. They think I'm a friendly.
There! Take him out!
The East River is not a river, but in fact a saltwater tidal flat. Spider-Man is fighting on right now! Everybody down!
Help the tour boat! Right! I've got the metal murder bird! I warned you about going after Connors! Now this is on you!
I'm using my mean Spider-Man voice.
Poison clouds! That all you got?
Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking?
This gunship won't quit!
I'm right behind you. We'll take it down together.
No time! I got you. Time to go boom, boys!
Oh, no! Spider-Man has got defenses! Spider-Man, hang on!
Over there! The one with the tendrils! Move!
Being in the water, he's in his element.
Miles! Grab on! Let's go!
1998 called it. What's the guy still about? Say that again?
Right behind you!
I know! Whoa!
Ski faster!
Fly faster! I do not want to be lizard food!
Dr. Connors is going to be the Dr. Octopus of this, this one. Tragic tale of a...
I can't hear it too much what you're saying.
Scientist turned evil.
Look out! Everyone, take cover!
What are you guys doing?
Trying to take out that gunship! Can't get close enough!
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
Bro, that's it! Hey! Alley-oop on 3!
Hi!
1, 2, 3! Allie! Woo!
He got away from us.
Where did he go? I'm so
good,
angry
Pete.
because I'm the angry Spider-Man.
I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
Also coming out at the end of this year. So there is some
what I said during the thing is 1998 called and they want their Godzilla back is what I said. Because I don't like that iteration of the Lizard. I think that is almost worse than the Amazing Spider-Man version of him.
I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I thought, hold on, Killer Croc? No, it can't be. That's DC. And then I put it 2 and 2 together and I realized, oh yeah, the Lizard.
Well, they kept on saying Connors. I mean, I know that it's Connors based on, or Lizard based on the name, but still. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'll obviously still play it. It's a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, regardless of Connors, there was more to this trailer than just the Lizard, dude.
I know.
I mean, we got obviously some Kraven the Hunter in this trailer as well. We got Black Suit Spider-Man, obviously with the symbiote on him, which is a really good thing to see because recently Venom has become his own entity without the need to merge itself with Peter Parker. So I'm very happy to see that they've gone back to that element, that he has merged with Peter Parker, before, which gives him like the Spider-Man powers, so to speak. Once it ends up on Eddie Brock or whoever it ends up on, it might end up on Harry Osborn by the looks of things. Who knows? Yeah, this is going to be really cool. Having Miles Morales have a bigger role in this as well. Maybe be Peter's conscience if he does go adrift, obviously with the Venom symbiote on him. So yeah, there's a lot to this, and already the story looks great because the previous game had a fantastic story. And I have to admit that when it comes to these superhero games, they got the story itself is like movie level quality, and I'm very much looking forward to the story of this game, not just playing it, but unraveling the story too. It looks great. It really does. I can't wait for this game. I don't know how you feel.
I'm mixed bag about it. We'll see. I'm not. I mean, the angry Peter voice all the time is just like really like, okay, so we're going with the 90s cartoon version of the symbiote, which would be Angry Peter, which is fine, like, because technically he's supposed to be a dick. He's not supposed to be a dancing fool like they did in Spider-Man 3. So this is more on track with what it's supposed to be. But I mean, it depends. When is this in the game? Like, I mean, that's my other thing is like, obviously this is not like the first 30 minutes of gameplay footage or whatever, or 15 minutes of gameplay footage, because I don't think this is the beginning of the game. So obviously he's going to get the symbiote somewhere throughout the game. But yeah, I don't know. I hope Venom is not the main villain of this one. I really don't want it to be. I don't mind them introducing the symbiote.
Well, remember that previous trailer, the previous Spider-Man 2 trailer where Peter and Miles see Venom in the shadows of an alley. So I do think Venom will be in this game. I think Peter will rid himself of the symbiote, go back to his normal self. I do feel that the symbiote will then obviously attach himself to another person, whether that be Eddie Brock or Norman or Harry Osborn. We'll find out. I just want to know how this differs to the end of the first Spider-Man game, because that got me curious. Because we saw Harry in some sort of status, a bit like Victor Freeze's wife in Batman and Robin.
Yeah, and he had the symbiote all over him. So that's why I'm like, there's got to
he's in a Bacta tank.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this cannot be the beginning of the game. So this has got to be some kind of like end of Act 1 where Kraven comes in, and I don't know. I mean, Kraven's fine. I like Kraven, but at the same time, he doesn't lend himself well to a game like this because you have to have lots of goons. That's why Mr. Negative, Kingpin, people like that, like the gangsters, they lend themselves well to these types of games, whether it be the Arkham games or the Spider-Man games, because they have goons. Kraven's a one-man army. He does have minions, but he never uses them. He uses them to do his mundane work. Like they're, so
yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, this would be a fun game if it was like a Kraven the Hunter game. Like if you played as Kraven throughout this game, they're not going to do that. It's a Spider-Man game. But still, that's what I'm saying is like the Kraven of it all is like, Kraven's now got like an arm. It's almost like the Arkham Knight coming in and Arkham, in Arkham Knight. It's like he's got an army of dudes, but he's also the Arkham Knight. So it's almost like that's why I like that's why I kind of like the idea of I don't know. This does not fill. I'm sorry. This does not fill me with positive thoughts. I mean, does it look fantastic? Yes, it looks great. The direction is kind of what I'm commenting on. So I don't know about the direction of where they're going with this, and hopefully I'm wrong.
I hope you are wrong, and you're sounding more like Ginger today than Ginger does regarding you doubting what we've been watching recently. Assassin's Creed, looking
no, you just
it.
say that because I don't like what you like. That's exactly what that is. So as I said, I'm not saying it's absolute mundane, boring looking shit. Like that's what Ginger would say. Ginger would say that it
Daniel Vance.
You can't even read that comment, dude. Change the font. What the fuck?
I just finished putting Spider-Man 2 on my list for Friday's chat. Looks amazing. I agree, Daniel. I agree. And if you've seen the Assassin's Creed game as well, Mirage, which I recommend YouTubing that trailer as well. Both of these games look fabulous, and I can't wait to get them both for my PlayStation 5. And I'll tell you this, I will definitely be replaying the Miles Morales Spider-Man game before this game comes out, just to get my fingers back in action to what a Spider-Man game should be, how it should be played. But yeah, this game looks amazing. I like the fact that you have different parts of New York. Good to see Queens there for a start, because before it's always been just Manhattan, and New York is more than just Manhattan. The same way I tell people London is more than just fucking Westminster. So it's good to see other elements of the city in play, the coastal parts, all of that. Yeah, I can't wait for this game and Assassin's Creed Mirage. And both games are coming out around about the same time, so they're both going to be competing against each other. I do feel Spider-Man's going to win it regarding the competition between these two games, because the first Spider-Man game, in my opinion, is arguably the greatest superhero game I've ever played, and I can't think of a superhero game better than that. Think about it.
I mean, there are several. Crap.
Yeah, like what superhero game has the essence of that game? I think maybe Batman Arkham City, possibly, but
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to bust out my stuff. I'd have to look. I'm trying to think. I mean, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 is up there. Oh yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 is up there. Is one of the greatest games.
I'm talking about playing as significantly as a superhero, as a particular one, not a full, not some bullshit fucking mishmash bollocks where you.
Superman 64. It's got it all beat.
No way. This like when I played the first Spider-Man game as well as the Miles Morales game, which is 1.5. I was blown away. I genuinely was. I thought, wow, like the swinging mechanics was absolutely spot on. The story was great. Peter Parker, Miles Morales, both were really cool. They had great moves about them, great stealth mechanics as well. Good fighting mechanics. My only thing is, and I've always said this about Spider-Man, is that he is superhuman strong. Like, he is very, very fucking strong. So he shouldn't be punching somebody multiple times. He should be punching them once and then knock the fuck out. Yeah. But if you can catch, like, his strength is on display on many occasions when he's not fighting. So when he is fighting, one punch should be a knockout. Would you agree?
Yeah, if he didn't hold back, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter holds back a lot. So I mean,
I agree, but he could still punch somebody once to knock them out, not to kill them, just to knock them out.
I know, but I still think he errs on the side of holding back because he doesn't want to accidentally hurt somebody. So he wants to stay as far away from hurting somebody as possible. I get what you're saying. Like, yes, like he should punch some random dude that's robbing a bank. He should be able to just punch him and knock him out.
Even a very strong, muscular man he should knock them the fuck out. You know what I mean? Doesn't, just because they're big and strong doesn't mean that Peter Parker is not far superior in strength. I mean, he probably has 50 to 100 times the strength of a regular person. So
I don't know if I'd say 50 to 100. Hold on, I'll look that up. I don't know if 50 to 100 is accurate.
Okay. Look, remember in the first Spider-Man film, he was holding on to a fucking carriage full of kids with one arm. He stopped a train with his legs in Spider-Man 2. Yeah, he put the legs on those were on the tracks. Peter sure does hold back a lot. That's what she said. Yeah, he actually stopped a train with his own body, like a speeding locomotive. And another human being tried to do that, the arms would be ripped off. What else did he do? And we're just talking from the movies here as well, so.
Well, yeah, you're talking about the movies. I mean, if you
I mean, they are just as much Spider-Man as the comics.
Okay. I mean, some things say 10. Some things say you can easily lift hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds of pounds, all the way up to 10 tons.
10 tons.
Yeah, up to 10 tons is what he's done. So I mean, it just depends. They're saying that he's 40 times as strong as a human.
Oh, so, there you go. I was close.
You're close. 50. So
and when we say human, like what, like humans vary when it comes to strength. So like the strongest human, 40 times stronger than the strongest human.
I don't know. You should probably research it and get back to me.
Okay, fair enough. I trust me. I'll get on that the moment we finish streaming. Anyways, let's wrap this up. So, ladies and gentlemen out there, are you excited about these two games? I'm the excited one. I am very much looking forward to these games. It's been a while since I played a game that's got me all excited. And even though I do feel that both of these games feel like we're going back to the well again, which is fair enough because sometimes that well's a good place to go back to. Familiarity doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Sometimes, if it's done right and you improve upon things and you add extra elements to it, a bit of familiarity is a good thing. I'm very happy to see that Assassin's Creed Mirage is straying away from the current concept of Assassin's Creed. It feels a lot different to what it is now. And when I say different, it feels like it's harkening back to the previous era, before Origins and all that shit. So I'm looking forward to
as
that.
I said, I feel like it's harkening back even prior to that. I mean, it's going back to the Ezio and
and I'm fine with
Assassin's Creed
that.
1. Yeah, I'm not. So
I'm very
Assassin's
fine.
Creed 2,
Yeah.
the Ezio trilogy and the first one are not my favorite ones.
I love the Ezio trilogy. I've played every, like I said, I played every, and I completed every Assassin's Creed game prior, but Valhalla. Spider-Man, yes, ACA. You've seen one, you've seen them all. So yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So, let us know what you think out there in YouTube land regarding these games. We're gonna move on now to other things. Join us this Friday for our Friday show, where we'll be talking about the entire week's events. Some good, some bad, some video games, some not. And anything else that pops up between now and then, you'll see it here on NerdTube. And also, rest in peace, Tina Turner. You are one of the greatest of all time. Thank you very much, Zamtastic. And thank you very much, everyone out there in YouTube land. Take care now. Bye-bye.